Peace, Infinite Waters diving deep once again. We are here, we're in nature, we've got the birds singing, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. The 5 laws of karma. Let's talk about karma today, because apparently what goes around comes around. First of all, much love to all the deep divers out there, all the people who stroll into nature and say, "Can I get a hello there?" I received a great question from a woman on the Instagram. And if you've got a topic or a question, you've got a question you want featured, Instagram @Infinite Waters, or go to the website ralphsmart.com. But really, Instagram, that's where it's happening, @Infinite Waters. She said that she can't believe karma, right? She doesn't really understand how certain people can murder other people and then go off to live a happy life. Why is there so much injustice in the world? Sometimes we say bad people run the world. Wait a minute. Can good people run the world for a change? How about that? Let me share with you what I learned, what's helped me along my journey when we talk of karma and becoming our greatest version. Now, I wrote recently, the moment I began to follow my true life purpose, I became rich. Let me repeat that. The moment I began to follow my true life purpose, I became rich. And I had a picture of someone meditating. That is karma. What's the first law of karma? It is to realize, and when we talk of karma, it's the Sanskrit word, we're talking about action here, effect. The first law is that there are actions and there are consequences, right? Actions and consequences. What do I mean by that? It means that a lot of us, when we talk of karma, we don't realize it's not about looking at things as good or bad. I wrote a very long time ago, there are no good or bad people. There are only actions and consequences. What? Right? That's a hard pill for even me to swallow. Right? You see all of these so-called psychopaths in these mansions popping bottles of champagne, while apparently the good people have to go through a lot of heartache. No. You see, karma doesn't work like that. We have to realize first and foremost that the universe we live in is very neutral. The universe we live in doesn't really care about what kind of person you are. No. It is like an infinite genie. The universe doesn't have any favorites. The universe works according to certain laws and certain principles. And once you understand, understand, and overstand those principles, you become powerful. So when you realize whatever you do is going to have a consequence, now you begin to see how karma really works. Actions and consequences. The second law of karma is to realize, in a nutshell, we aren't seeing everything. You see, we are missing bits of information. When you see someone, maybe they've they've just committed an atrocious crime, right? We say, how come? They can go off to be singing Kumbaya. They won't be singing Kumbaya though. They'll probably be singing, whatever they're singing. Crazy song, right? How come? To understand karma, you've got to understand past lives and also synchronicity. Okay, you've got to realize that we are not only living right now, we've been living for eons. You see, we keep on incarnating into different bodies. The great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, whatever we do now echoes on into eternity. So when you realize that your deeds, your actions will echo not only into eternity, your eternity, but into your children's eternity. You can't know about karma without knowing about the 7 Hermetic principles: mentalism, correspondence, causation, polarity, vibration, gender, and rhythm. You see, when something happens like an accident, we say that shouldn't have happened. But the greatest suffering emanates from, not from what is happening, but from what we think should be happening. You see, I've seen along my journey, there is some crazy stuff that happens in this world, but there is a justice behind the justice, and you're not going to see it through these 3D eyes, because we don't live a linear existence. We all are multi-dimensional beings having a human experience. That's why you can't look at someone and judge them. You can't say that's a good person, that's a bad person. You got to realize as well, many times the universe, whatever you want to call the universe, will give you an experience that will help your consciousness in that moment. I had a website, ralphsmart.com. About 3 weeks ago, it went down. Everything was gone. I said, what did I do to deserve this? I'm a good person. I'm helping people. No, the universe wanted me to go through that experience of realizing nothing was lost, because guess what? I had to learn CSS, and that's why in the next 2 days, it was back up even better than what it was. What happens when there are people starving? When people are committing crimes? We are missing information. You see, and only until you get the big picture will you see what is really going on. The third law of karma is the illusion of separation. What I call collective karma. You see, many people around the world are living very well. And many people aren't. So where is the fairness here? Certain animals are running free, and certain animals are being eaten every single day. When we realize in a nutshell that collective karma is about realizing the universe is not out there. You are the universe. I am the universe. You are gods and goddesses. Therefore, we don't only create our reality. I don't create my reality. No, we create our reality collectively as human beings. Rupert Sheldrake talks of morphic resonance, right? When certain things are happening in one place around the globe, maybe a bunch of chimpanzees are screaming, it's going to cause a whole ripple effect in another part of the world, right? Some people call it the butterfly effect. Everything is connected. When people are very ignorant on the planet, it's going to affect everybody, because there is enough to go around on the planet. There always has been, right? So if certain people don't have enough food, if certain people are walking around heartless, soulless, it's because of our collective level of consciousness, our collective level of awareness. So once you start sharing, putting out positive messages, you start doing your bit, collectively, people are going to become more aware and saying, wait a minute, we don't have to spend trillions on war. No, we can help feed everybody. Okay? The fourth law of karma is to realize that it's not over yet. Oh no, it's not over yet. You see, we've got to realize that if you see someone suffering, or if you see certain things happen which are unexplainable, you've got to remind yourself that their story is not over, right? I used to have a lot of panic attacks back in the day, but look where I am right now. Okay, so you've got to realize when you see someone, it's not over for them, right? They have a collective choice. And once again, at any moment, their life could change. The fifth law of karma is about realizing the law of vibration. So I say your vibe attracts your tribe. Now, the reason why I talk of synchronicity, which is where your dominant thoughts align with your life and become your dominant experiences, is because I love a place called the Full Circle in Venice, for example, right? And there was a great talk there. Lots of really conscious people who were about awakening, helping, making a difference. And I said, okay, I attracted this karma, right? Karma is instant based on your own vibration. Once you change your vibrational frequency, everything aligns to that same frequency. Once you change one area of your life, all other areas change. When I was a very terrified person, I used to attract instant karma, terrifying experiences, right? The kind of energy you are putting out is the kind of energy you will receive, because the mind is a garden. The thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds, and that's really, it's not fun. But karma is now. You see, a lot of us, we think karma is somewhere way out there. No, karma is instant. 7 billion people on the planet. Imagine for one moment if we respected each other, what would happen? Right? When you are talking about karma, we have to realize I don't have all the answers. At the same time, I'm very conscious that there is a mathematical design in operation in this universe, what we call sacred geometry. And therefore, I surrender. I say the universe knows what it is doing because it is built on precise science. Okay, when something happens to someone which we call negative, it's not because they are a bad person. When something happens that is very good, it's not necessarily because they're a very good person. The universe doesn't have good or bad. That's what we have to understand, and overstand the complexities of what we call life. Know one simple secret: that everything we do now echoes on into eternity, and that is karma. Many times, what people are doing, it will eventually catch up with them, right? Because whatever they are creating, they are living in right now. Just focus on what kind of life you are creating in the here and now, because that is going to be the kind of life you are going to be creating for an eternity. Have a beautiful day. We're breathing in that beautiful prana, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.